Good morning, fight fans. Here we go. What a night. Jimmy Lennon Jr. in the building, Showtime in full effect. It felt like a really, really big Vegas night last night. Um, what can you say, man? Tank Davis came and did everything he said he was going to do. He said you're a one-dimensional fighter. He said you're not a complete fighter. I'm a complete fighter. You got no head movement. You got no footwork. You got no ring generalship. All you got is a hook. Like you got no punch diversity, and he was right. He was right. He made Ryan Garcia look incredibly one-dimensional. It reminded me of the Mayweather versus De La Hoya fight when in the lead up to that, Oscar was talking about his left hook that he just knocked out Ricardo Mayorga with, and Oscar he couldn't find that. He couldn't find that all night long. Yeah, like Luther Vandross. And Floyd was saying, that's all you got, and you ain't gonna land it. And you can tell the Tank has been studying Floyd, the way he was feinting, the way he was only engaging when he wanted to engage, the way he was using every single inch, every single dimension, every single angle of that ring in there. And when it was time to counter Ryan, he was ruthless with the counters. You know, every shot had heat on it, and ultimately he broke down Ryan's will. You know, every time Ryan tried to try and get in and do some damage, he was getting counted to death. He was getting hurt, and he just didn't know what to do. And something I gotta be honest with you, I'm always really down on my videos. I always feel like the points that I wanted to make, because I ain't got nothing written down, I'm just going off top. I didn't always forget to make them. But one major point in this fight, which I didn't really talk about, which I should have, is that Joe Goosen is a legend of a trainer, but he's retired. Like Joe Goosen is picking up free paydays at this point. I mean, Joe Goosen's contribution is to open the gym in the morning and to lock up in the evening, right? And that's pretty much it. You know, you watch what they were doing in the build-up, and Tank was telling them what was going to happen. You know, you are a one-dimensional fighter. If you can't land that hook, you got nothing else. Yeah. And Ryan was saying, well, that's what I need. That's what I need. And you watch the training, Joe's just standing there, arm up, you know what I mean, chilling, arm up, counting his P's, man. Yeah, yeah, do those Instagram combinations. Yeah, yeah, do work. He ain't holding the pads. He ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you're the greatest fighter I've seen. Yeah, yeah. You know, I've been in the sport 50 years. I've never seen a fighter like you. Yeah, yeah. But yo, they had no strategy in there, man. They had no strategy. Tank was getting low underneath the hooks. Tank was just moving him around, only engaging when he wanted to engage, countering everything he wanted to do, like sending them in different directions. They had no idea what to do. Like, to be fair to Ryan, I think at some point, maybe in the fifth round, Ryan landed about 4 right hands in a row, and he had a bit of joy with the right hand. But I think beyond maybe the first round and the fifth round, off memory, I don't know if I could give Ryan any more than that. I think he won 2 rounds. Maybe there was a third. Obviously, it was late. I can't necessarily remember what happened in the sixth. But I know it was all she wrote in the seventh. Originally, I was kind of down on the stoppage. I felt like Ryan jacked it in. And to an extent, I think that's true. I think, you know, anytime you stay down and as soon as the referee waves it off, you get straight back up, like that's a red flag. Like you jacked it in. But his will got broken. His will got broken. I think he looked up, he saw Tank, and Tank was saying in the post-match interview that I saw him, I was saying to him, get up, get up, get up. I was just playing the mind games with him. And I think Ryan looked up and he said he didn't really want it. He didn't really want it like that. And at the end of the day, he hasn't fought in 10 months. He's last time he fought a competitive fight was 2 years and 3 months ago, Luke Campbell, January 2001. And I feel like he just wanted that payday. I felt like he knew he was getting bigger. I think Tank knew that he didn't want to fight him at 140 because it would be hard to stop him. And even if he wins, it wouldn't look spectacular. So for both parties, now was the time to make the fight. And even though Ryan, he didn't have the best prep, I think he just wanted that payday, man. Two baby mamas was expensive, man. Two baby mamas plus a new girlfriend in LA. You know what I mean? You think he just needed that P and he just sold his O to an extent. And that's not to take anything away from Tank. Tank is a class act. The way he's been brought through, and that, I don't mean to like throw any like subs, do you know what I mean? But they have brought him through in that Floyd Mayweather way where he fights the right guys at the right time, at the right weight. Everything's very calculated, and he's just developing into an incredible fighter. You know, punch that show he's the most accurate power puncher in boxing. You can't take anything away from him, but they make the right decisions. And there's, I suppose you can either have the love from the critics or you can have the love from your bank manager. You know what I mean? And in what I do for a living, I'd probably go with whatever option was going to give me the love from the bank manager. So you can't hate on a man's hustle. But one day I would just like to see him like take a miscalculation. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got that level of talent. But having said that, he did his job, complete fighter all across the board. You know what I mean? At every trick in the book, he clearly studied his opponent. His coaches clearly studied his opponent. They went out and executed their game plan. They move on. You know, Ryan, still a marketable fighter, moves up to 140, no rehydration clauses. He can be a dangerous fighter, but as soon as he comes up against a real skilled boxer that's got, you know, plan A, B, C, and D, I think he's still going to have that issue that he's got that Instagram style where he's throwing all the flashy hooks, but when you have to really, really like dig into a deep tool bag, I don't think he's really got that, and I don't think he's gonna get that under Joe Goosen. So there's some fundamental issues in that camp that need to be addressed. But listen, there's still big paydays at 140 with T.O., with Josh Taylor, with soon to be Devin, I would imagine. And yeah, who knows? Who knows if Tank wants to move back up one day? But yeah, big paydays to be had. But I think if you want to achieve your potential, a lot of work to be done on that camp. So yeah, keep this short and sweet. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace.